and welcome to Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Dave Spencer.
And I'm Hillary Golston. We begin with what was supposed to be a fun family outing turned chaotic and dangerous. 3 people hurt in a boat explosion on an Oakland County lake. Fox 2's Camille Murray has been working the story for us tonight. She joins us now with the latest. Camille, what can you tell us?
Yeah, this is a horribly sad story. Like you said, it was supposed to be a beautiful day on the lake, and it turned into a horrible situation. I want you to take a look at some video that we shot earlier. This happened around 1:20 this afternoon. So obviously this video is taken later when we found out about it, which was after 6 o'clock. Oakland County Sheriff's Office putting out a press release telling us that this was a 45-year-old man and then 2 people, 16 years old and 17 years old, the son and the father, son, and his friend on the boat. When they turned the ignition, it exploded. Severe burns the father and son have, and then the other person taken to an area hospital. He was 50% of his body burned. This was a 17-foot Chris Craft boat. Police and fire, of course, trying to figure out how this happened, why this happened. Take a listen. I think we have some sound from Sheriff Michael Bouchard. Take a listen.
A lot of people don't understand that it's gasoline fumes that are very explosive, not necessarily the liquid by itself. So, you have to have the ability to expel those fumes and to keep air movement in confined environments. So, that's one of the things boaters need to check. If they have a blower motor on their boat, is it in working order? Obviously, having fire extinguishers and the capability of putting out fires, because even though you're in a body of water, one of the worst things to happen is to have a fire on a boat.
And this was the very beginning of their day. I mean, they had just launched their boat and started it when this happened. Of course, still a lot to determine why this happened, how this happened, of course, under investigation. But again, the father and son in a hospital with severe burns, and then we're told that the son's friend, who is also a teenager, in the hospital with 50% of burns, with this body 50% burned. So horrible, horrible situation. Just the last thing that they thought was going to happen when they woke up this morning. Reporting live in Oakland County, Camille Murray, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, our thoughts and prayers certainly with that family tonight having to deal with this terrible, terrible situation. Let me ask you about the safety of boating. Because obviously Sheriff Mike Bouchard does that all the time. Whenever we have one of these incidents, he often will say, look, you need to be prepared in this kind of situation. We know a lot of people are going out boating. They're going to be on lakes and other waterways. What did he say about that?
Yeah, it was one of the things we asked him about. And he had this analogy that I really liked. He said, you've got to have everything. You've got to be prepared. You've got to have it all in working order and doing what it's supposed to do. His analogy was, you can't try to put your seatbelt on when your car is crashing. I thought that was a great analogy, and he's absolutely right. You can't try to put the life jacket on when your boat's starting to take water, right? I mean, you need to have everything. He talks about having the right tools. He said if you would have had a blower, that maybe this wouldn't have happened. Of course, we don't know what caused this explosion, right? But just making sure that your boat is in working order. Have a checklist, everything, because it can be very dangerous. You and I have done many stories about boating accidents, and this sadly probably could have been prevented. But like that analogy, get the seatbelt on before you start driving. Don't try to put it on when you realize that you may be crashing your car. So I think that's something just to think about, not just in boating, but just in everything in general. But Hillary, Dave, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Camille Murray, live for us tonight. We appreciate that important advice. All right, turning to